Welcome back, everybody, for episode 2 of Cities Skylines with me, Leif. And here we are in our city. Let's get it running here. I was just looking at this really cool little apartment building, and I really like this thing. It looks kind of like Japanese, Korean style small house slash apartment thing. I don't know, it has a particular shape that reminds me of that. But actually, is that even a residential building? We can click here and, yeah, Washington residence. Cool. Alright, anyway, this is our city, and let's just pause the game here so we're not losing so much money. Let's see, we got our garbage situation figured out, we got our electricity, we got our water over here, we've got our sewage over here. So at the moment, I think we're just in expand a little bit mode. So let's hit play. Looks like our residential is in need of some expanding here. So let's do. Like I said last time, we're gonna kind of start this with some rectangular neighborhoods just to get us going. Once we kind of have a stable city going, I'm gonna come back and we'll kind of fancy things up, make things a little more interesting. Alright, when we put down those zones, we also have to make sure that we do water. Gotta get our water pipes. And you can see that blue zone is sort of the area that the pipe serves. So, it's a nice feature. Alright, and might as well bring that in that direction as well. And might as well bring it down here as well. Okay, so our water is looking good. Alright, we're in the green, we're in the black, or however you want to say it for this, as far as income goes, which is fantastic. Actually, I'm going to pause here for a second, and I'm going to delete this road, this road, this road, because, as you'll remember from last time, we had some road alignment issues where things were not wanting to be straight. So there we go, that looks much better. Now we'll connect this through, and might as well connect that through as well. Okay, cool. Now we just gotta rezone this stuff and this stuff. Make sure that's all zoned properly. Excellent. All right, let's get this running. All right, so we got a little more commercial, a little more residential. See how our demand does. We did get access last time to our clinic, which is going to cost us $10,000 to build, so we got a little bit of time before we can afford that. But the other thing, actually, that we got access to was our loan panel. So there's one loan available to us. We can get 20,000, whatever this unit of currency is. I have no idea what we should call that. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Maybe we can come up with something. Our weekly cost is going to be $400 though, and we're only making $600 or $60. So I don't want to take that until we can at least afford the loan payments. So we'll let this creep up to $400, and then we'll come back and grab this loan. In the meantime, let's see here. Let's up our speed, so people are moving into the zone here, which is great. Let's check happiness. So, residential happiness, not so great. Probably a lack of services, you know, fire, health, and police would be my guess. Commercial's doing good, industry's doing good. We don't have any office yet. That's kind of like a high education version of commercial, I guess. Alright, that's what our happiness looks like. Our health is very ordinary, very average. Actually, death is interesting in this game. It's something we have to deal with. We have to build cemeteries or crematoriums. Our simulated people do die, and their bodies need to be disposed of somehow. So that is a whole mechanic that we do have to deal with in the future. So, kind of interesting. And of course, education. Everybody is really uneducated. All right, we hit our next goal here for population was 850, which means we get a second loan available to us, which is nice. Get police and fire departments. All right, and some various other policies and things. So let's see what our next goal is. It's 1,300 for population. We will get some, this is like parks and stuff. So we'll get that. That'll be cool, and a high school. All right, so that's what we're shooting for next. All right, let's look. What else do we need to see? Pollution. Okay, here, this is interesting. Well, industry and our dump. No brainer, that causes pollution. But let's look over here. You can see there's our sewage pipe, and that is super nasty. I mean, just think about that. It's just dumping it right into the river. Off it goes. Yuck. All right. So that's kind of a cool view to look at. We can look at our traffic. Of course, our single entrance in and out of the city is going to be high traffic area, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Now, this is somewhere that City Skylines really differs from SimCity. SimCity, you were locked into whatever city access they gave you. There's nothing you can do about it. And it may look like that is the same for us right now. And for right now, you'd be correct. That is outside of our city boundary. We can't do anything about it. However, if we go to this areas mode, you'll see now we've actually unlocked a couple of new areas that we can purchase. So if we purchase this area for about $5,000, now all that freeway in there is editable, just like anything else in our city. So we can change it, add to it, whatever we want. Which is really cool, so we can add more freeway entrances, exits, interchanges, anything we can think of. So that's a nice, really nice way to expand the game. This gives you an easy way to start, but you don't have to be stuck with it. So that's pretty nice. All right, looks like we're maxed out on our industry, so we're gonna need a little bit more there. Let's just we'll just stick with this pattern for the moment. Down that way, just throw in our industry, throw in some water, so that covers it. Excellent. Now let's just check our water. Still have plenty. Let's check our electricity. Still have plenty, so that's a good sign. All right, so our industrial people are moving in, which is good. We still have some available zones for both commercial and commercial here and residential, so that's good. Let's check these tweet things. Yeah, see, like they're mostly flavor text sort of stuff. I mean, they're kind of relevant to what's going on in the game, I guess, but I don't know. I don't find it useful or entertaining. It's kind of irritating. It keeps making that bling noise, but that may just be me. Alright, let's see here. Now we can build an elementary school, which is probably a good idea, and we want it to be somewhat close to our residential zone. So let's actually make a block in here. It'll be kind of like a double block. And we'll put our school in here, maybe some parks and some other services in here. So let's start with our elementary school. Let's put it... Yeah, let's put it right in the middle. It might be a bad idea. It might mess up traffic on that intersection. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. So I'm not sure if people have to park in front of the building. I don't know. We'll just have to keep an eye on that, I guess. Alright, how's our zone demand doing? Looks okay. I'm just checking our time. We're doing good. Alright, we are going to need some more residential and some more commercial, so I'm going to fill in this bit here. We'll do a little bit more residential down this way. And let's continue our main road a little bit further down. We'll make it easier to connect these other roads to it. Okay, and throw our commercial there, throw some residential there. Industrial demand is doing good, so let's check our water. Oops. And then down here, up. Over and up. Okay, looking good there so far. Alright, we don't have access to our parks yet, but at our next milestone, which was like 1,300, we should get access to a few small parks. And actually, in fact, I think... Okay, these sort of unlock too. These are like little unique constructions that you can put into your city, which is kind of interesting. So there's like a shopping mall, there's a few parks and plazas. I haven't fully explored that yet, but... Alright, city services. We got healthcare, fire, and police, which we're going to need. So, as we can see, our health is not great, and there's 4 sick citizens, and nothing we can do. Alright, yeah, we were waiting for our loan. So we can see we're up way over 400 per week, which means we can afford this loan. And actually, this is even lower payment with a much higher interest rate. So, or higher interest rate, but a higher amount, lower payment. But it's a much longer term, which is why it's got lower payment. So, let's actually take both of these. This one will get paid off pretty quick. So, all right, now we got plenty to build our clinic. Where should our clinic go? I think it's gonna go. It's gonna maybe go in this commercial zone right here. Let's put it. Let's put it on that street. So everybody loves it. That's great. And it's this thing right here. Yep. There's our clinic. Working well. Should get the patients eventually. Yep. There we go. Let's just follow this guy. See where they're going. Alright, loading up a patient. You can see they come out with the stretcher and everything. That's really cool. That's a really nice level of detail. Alright, and then it should head back down to our clinic and drop the patient off. There we go. How cool is that? I love it. Alright, fire is going to become an issue here soon as well, so let's spend the money, $12,000 to build a fire station. I'm going to put that kind of in this, right on the edge of this industrial zone, and we'll put them on the main road. Should give them slightly better access. Actually, let's do it that way. I'm not sure. Oh, look at there, we hit our next target. We get a high school, we get our parks and rec, so we can start throwing out parks, which is nice. Now let's check our next target is 2,400, and we will get buses, bus lines, some industry stuff, some recycling stuff, some more road options, the cemetery, bus depot, and advancement turbine. So that's what we're shooting for next. Alright, and we should probably get a police station down. Also, we don't have bad crime. Our crime rate's really low, so maybe we'll just save the money. You know, but yeah, let's put it down. I'm actually gonna put it in this commercial zone as well. We'll put it. Let's put it on the main road, right there. All right. There we go. Oh, and our cop. I think he's just patrolling rather than actually going for something specific. Cool. That rotating is gonna give me a little bit of motion sickness, I think. Ooh. Okay, we're in need of commercial, so let's throw down some commercial here. You know, I was thinking this game might be a good one to do streaming with. I've never done streaming before, but it's kind of an interesting idea. I would be willing to give it a try if people were interested, you know, like a Twitch stream, for example. You know, you can kind of go slower. You don't have to be so worried about not going long, and audience retention, that kind of thing, is a different dynamic. So that might be something to consider in the future. All right, just gonna come with that up. We don't really need this interconnector, but I'm gonna put it in there just for, I don't know. I have this overly developed sense of order about stuff like that, I think. Alright. And, alright, let's just speed this up here and take a look at a couple of info views before we close out this episode. So, alright, our electricity is little more than we need, but it's getting closer to critical, so we're going to have to do something about that. Our water, we're still just fine on our water supply. Garbage, we're at 4% with that landfill, so we're going to want to get probably an incinerator at some point here. Education, we do have an elementary school, which is nice. Our happiness, people are relatively happy so far, that's good. Health is now above average, which is good. Buildings sort of level up as they go, so we'll see that in this view eventually. Traffic, not too bad. Pollution about the same as before. Crime is low. Land values, you can see around the school areas doing really good. Alright, well, we'll leave it there for now, and we'll be back next time with probably work on this area here would be nice. So, alright. Well, everybody have a great day, and leave a like if you like, leave some comments if you have them, and I will see you next time.